Hope you all had a good meditation. You all had a good meditation session. The music was a little patchy, on and off, volume was high. Sorry about that. So, welcome back to the real world. Another full moon, another new moon. The month after month, we keep on moving. The only thing that is lost is time. So, we should always use our time wisely, make the most of it, value that as the most important resource in our life. So, with this time as a concept, I'll go ahead with this article. To align with the spiritual meaning of the full hunter's moon this October, complete your internal harvest. In North America, the various phases of the moon that appear throughout the year have traditional names derived from Native American and European tradition and folklore. These names and their spiritual meanings tend to be associated with the natural shifts and changes in the environment around the time of each month's moon. History of the Hunter's Moon. The Hunter's Moon is one of the few traditional moon names that isn't associated with the month itself, but rather with the timing of the autumnal equinox. While the full moon closest to the autumnal equinox is always the harvest moon, the moon that follows is referred to as the hunter's moon, and it makes its first appearance in either October or November. The harvest moon tends to rise around the same time every evening around the autumnal equinox. This is a time for farmers to do the last of their harvesting before winter comes. Hunting season follows the harvest in order to gather meat to bolster the food supply. Many animals also tend to come out to feed on scraps in open fields, making them easier targets during this time. It is during this hunting season that the hunter's moon appears. The spiritual significance of this moon. While many of us do not live our lives in accordance with the moons or the harvest and may never have gone hunting, we may still feel the particular energies of the shift in the season. As we pass through the autumnal equinox, the days get shorter and the nights get longer. The temperatures cool down, and there is that particular earthy scent in the air as leaves begin to change color and fall. As night comes earlier and earlier, the moon is much more present in the sky for longer periods of time. We shift from the bright half to the dark half of the year. All these changes turn our attention inside, away from the physical pursuits and sunny activities of summer and toward internal reflection. For many indigenous people, the wintertime was and still is the season for sitting around the fire where children learn from their elders. It is also back to school season for many of us, a time to shift our focus to our minds, to learning, and to getting back to work. Many people experience September as a kind of spiritual new year. Jewish people, for example, celebrate the Jewish New Year, Rosh Hashanah, during the September new moon. There is a freshness as the cool air sets in and a new energy that may feel quite exciting. Though most of us may not literally be hunting this time of the year, it is appropriate for setting clear intentions to achieve our goals, especially in terms of work or learning, and take action on reaching those goals. Here are some ways to help yourself align with the energy of the full hunter's moon this year. Complete your internal harvest. Take a good look at what you have been cultivating this year, what's been working for you, and what hasn't. Take action on the things you need to change. Adjust your schedule, ask for help, and let go of those projects that aren't working or are dragging you down. Use the clear light of this full moon to eliminate your targets. What do you really want over the next few months? What are you working toward? What is your top priority? The last one, sit down and think about the values that drive you the most. Ruminate and identify what motivates you in your life, in your work, and in your relationships. Try the values exercise today. There is a link there, so you can do it at your free time. So happy, full Hunter's Moon, friends. So this is the article that I wanted to share because today is the full Hunter's Moon in India. I think it was yesterday in the US. I'm not sure, but it is today here. So let us make the most out of this energy that is naturally present during this full moon day. So meditate, contemplate, and be successful in growing spiritually. Thank you, Masters. Thank you for joining in this beautiful group meditation and adding your wonderful energies to this program. As always, thank you for your time. If anyone has anything to share, please go ahead and unmute yourself, or you can simply raise your hand. Thanks again. Yes, Ram, please go ahead.
Thanks a lot, Ranjani ji. It was a very beautiful and deep meditation. As well, sorry for the disturbance with the music, the hiccups with few settings that were missed out. And the wisdom that you have shared is so very important reminder, particularly this full moon resembling to the farming and harvesting. It is as well very close to us as a reminder to look into what we have grown within our mind through our thoughts and intentions, and then set the right ones moving ahead so that we are manifesting, we are going to experience the right thoughts and the right intentions moving forward. So, very key reminder, very important. And these full moons and such occasions in the year are always times, most importantly, to contemplate and deeply look in, setting up right things moving into the future. So thanks a lot for such reminder.
Thank you, Ram. Thank you. Thank you always for adding your wisdom. Appreciate it a lot. So, friends, if there is no more sharing, we will end the session here and connect again for another session in the evening or tomorrow morning. Have a wonderful day or night, wherever you have logged in from. Thank you. Take care.